All aboard, it's Jang here with a look at a Playmobil City Action Boat. This is the Coast Guard rescue boat with water hose. Depending upon exactly where you live, they have slightly different names I've seen shown up on various retailer websites and such, but that is what it is, a Coast Guard boat, and you can see that pretty clearly. This is a nice sized boat because not only does it have a respectable length to it relative to the figures, but it also has some width. You know, it has some good mass to it. And though it has a fairly simple build, it has a good level of detail and a good number of things that you can do with it as well. You actually do assemble some of these smaller details, like the lights up top, and you've got the horns over here, the radar bar, which is able to be rotated around. A couple of antennae are stuck up there. That's all nice looking. You've got the life preserver ring, which is actually kind of small there, but you can pull that up. This is very nice. It does have a winch on the front. You can pull that out. You have to pull that, there we go. And it has quite a bit of line, so you can use that to hook up to something. You can hook up to another boat. You can just go around the edge of something like that to pull another boat in. And then this does have the locking feature like you just saw. I had to unlock it to get this to come out. But once you get it to where you want it to be, you're just going to push in on this winch side right here with the handle on it. Just push in, and then now that's not going anywhere, so it won't unravel. And you can use that to get a little better little connection, so you can really hook up to a boat and pull it quite some distance. Or you can even pull this boat towards the shore or something like that. This is the other major action feature of the set right here, and it's a whole system. It's a little monitor, and you can see it's hooked up to a hose, and you can put a figure behind there just standing up to it, something like that. You know, just want to, of course you'll have to turn the hands and such, but it does have the room to put a figure there. And this actually works. This can also be taken off and used in the hand just like that by itself, but this actually works because it has a tiny little hole on the end of it, and that's where water would come out. The water gets pumped through this hose that goes all the way along the side of the boat, all the way back. There's a little connection there where it has to extend the length. You put another hose on, comes all the way back to here, and this is a pump unit that you insert yourself. By default, everything is kind of tucked away very nice and neatly. You know, it doesn't take up a lot of space, so you can still put a figure or two or three on deck and just standing on top of it. But inside of there, if you bring this part up, that is the pump. And you can pump up, you're actually going to pump up air pressure inside of this, and then when you let go right here, this is the little lever that will allow the pressure of the water to come out, because this is siphoning water from the bottom, and then that'll just pump it all the way up to the front and spray. I'm very sorry that I don't have the facilities right now to demonstrate that. I don't have a good place to show this thing in the water. Of course it does float, and you fill it up with water from right here. This is actually the fill up little spot. It just has a tether on it, so you don't lose this. That's very smart as well. And you don't have to screw it in very far. And everything is all sealed up. So again, you put water in here, you pump it up, pump up the pressure from here, and when you want water to come out, you just turn this to let that pressure go right through the hose. This is just a little clamp. It's just clamping down, kind of pinching the hose to keep any water from flowing. And then you can spray out the front. You can have this kind of automated with not a person on it, or you can put a person behind it, or you can take this off completely and put it in a figure's hand. And then you have the central cabin section here, and you see you've got some nice little molding around the console area, so that's where your pilot can sit and drive the boat around. And it also has a little phone over on the side, which can be used as a phone. You know, you can think of it being an actual, you know, cellular connected phone or a satellite phone or something like that, or it could be used as a PA system, so you could just be hooking up to those horns or to those speakers that are up on the roof. And they do allow you to take the roof off to get you easy access, so you can just put your people right down from the top. Now on the front, this forward deck actually opens up as well, so that allows you to get a little more access in there, and there's kind of a space where you can kind of move a figure through there, but it's not a whole lot of great space. It's a little bit tricky to do, but it is doable. Works better for smaller, younger hands, but from the top, you can see that you do get plenty of space in there to sit at a table, and that's how that would work right there. Or you can use that bench towards the front as a little medical bay or bed, or just for taking a nap, and it does have enough room to hold an entire figure who's lying down. Here are the 3 figures that are included with this boat, and you can see that they're all configured differently. They don't just share the exact same uniform. That's something that I really like that Playmobil does. Even when they're going for a team, you know, folks who technically would be wearing or could be wearing just all one uniform, they switch it up. You've got print over here on the side of the arm on this one. You've got different vests and jackets on. I really like that. You've got print on the side of the arm right here as well. Different faces, different hair. You know, this one's got a hat as well, and a couple of bags for equipment. You got to see inside of this one, because this one actually has a little bit of assembly. There's a little insert inside of there with a sticker that you place on there, so it just represents some additional stuff. You can take this inner insert out as well to just free up some space. You can put some very small minifigure accessories in there. Oh yeah, these also have different foot gear on them. Like this guy's got the galoshes. This one's, those could be just regular shoes they're representing. These are definitely like tennis style shoes with the laces on top. So just even more really unnecessary differences between them. Like I say, they could have easily gotten away with just setting up at least 2 of these exactly the same, but they didn't. And I really appreciate that they kind of go the extra mile to give you more variety. So here's everybody on the boat. Makes for a nice little scene. These are actually printed on, so you don't have to apply this, but the stickers that have the actual logo on them, those are stickers that you have to apply, but it's kind of a combination between the two. Fairly common stuff. These kind of faux wood areas are also stickers that you apply yourself. So, you know, some of the stuff is pre-done, some of it you have to assemble. I think the amount of stuff that you have to assemble and do yourself here is nice, you know, because it makes you feel like you've really put something into this and made it your own to some extent. It's kind of up to your level of care how it comes out, or you could leave some stuff off. You know, everything is fairly standard stuff and compatible with other things. For instance, these top speaker bits can be held in the hand and used as just a handheld megaphone by a figure. So I like that. It's a pretty cool looking set. I think that it has, again, nice size to it, nice level of detail, and I think the figures are right for it. So that's it for my look at this one. Again, my apologies for not having a good water area to show this really at work, but I'll try to work on that in the future and get something set up for demonstrations. If you have any thoughts about this set that you would like to share with myself, or more importantly the other viewers, please do leave a comment down below. I always appreciate your feedback, and I hope that you'll come back to check out my next video because it's on the way very soon. Catch you later.